Ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to believe that this is the first day of the Global Innovation Summit is almost over. Our final guests here today in our side studio are Gudrun Meier, a colleague from us from the SFG, and Lars Kamolz from the Medical University of Graz. A warm welcome to both of you. Lars, to start with you. Some 4 years ago, you had a vision. You had the vision of creating a health tech hub in Styria. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, thank you for inviting me. So my idea, or the idea behind the health tech hub Styria, was to create a hub or a network to foster exchange, cooperation, and innovation, especially in the health tech and life science field. And I think one thing we have learned over the past months during the COVID time was especially how important the health tech sector is, and how important it is to develop new products, to have new ideas in order to secure our future. So this was more or less the idea behind the health tech hub Styria.
But in your view, there was one important element missing. What was the challenge that you faced?
I think especially if we're talking about exchange and innovation, we have to talk about being international. And I think that being international, you have to talk with the colleagues of the European and Enterprise European Network, because they are really specialized in more or less in offering targeted advice and support for all these things you need during internationalization, technology transfer, partner search, and so on and so forth. And this was for us more or less the most important thing, to get the right partners to get the Health Tech Hub Styria started.
Thanks, Lars. Turning to you then, Gudrun, the story continues that Lars approached us in the SFG with his proposition for this health tech hub. And can you tell us how the SFG became then to be more involved with Lars's plan, and what role the SFG played there?
Well, the Health Tech Hub Styria project is also very important for us at the SFG, and the SFG played a very versatile role in that project. So on the one hand, we co-organized the pitchings for startups so they could present their innovations to investors to gain money and also to show up. And on the other hand, we were there as representatives of the Enterprise Europe Network, and we brought in the international component, so to say. The Enterprise Europe Network is the world's largest supporting network for small and medium-sized enterprises. And we organized the B2B meetings and also promoted the network. We have 3,000 experts in 60 countries, mainly in Europe, but also outside of Europe. And so we ended up with almost 700 participants from more than 40 countries. That was very successful for us.
Sounds great. Thanks, Gudrun. So, Lars, we've heard from Gudrun there how the SFG was a very versatile project partner for you. But in the end, really, I guess your proposition was so interesting and attractive that a lot of stakeholders and players within the Styrian ecosystem got on board. So, who else did you partner with, and can you maybe tell us what they brought to the table?
So more or less the Health Tech Hub Styria is an initiative of 6 leading stakeholders in the Styrian innovation system. One of them is the Health Technology Styria, Ioneum Research, and you have met already Professor Prebil in one of the sessions prior to this. The other one is the Medical University of Graz, the SFG, the Science Park Graz, and the City of Graz. And all these partners, they are really very important for not only for the event, but for the whole ecosystem, because I think that all these different partners, they have all their own expertise. This is very important, but on the other side, they all have their own network. And if you want to build something bigger, then you should just place these networks and these expertises together. And this is more or less, all this is the idea behind the Health Tech Hub, is to really create a strong network between different partners and different expertises. So this was more or less the aim, and that was the main reason why we have decided to start with these 6 partners. And what we have learned over the past 4 years is that these partners do really fit together, and they are really working hard to get HTH bigger and bigger.
Thank you, Lars. To turn to you, Gudrun, and just to pick up where Lars said, HDH bigger and bigger. I mean, we had the experience, the same that Wolfgang said just earlier in his interview, going virtual as the last Health Tech Hub was. The numbers exploded from 350 to 700. Mm-hmm. And the project is still going on and strong. And I hear there's something on the horizon for 2022. Yeah. Can you already give us a little bit of a sneak peek into what's planned for Health Tech Hub 2022?
Well, the next edition or the next event of the Health Tech Hub Styria will take place on the 27th of January in 2022, and we're very optimistic this is going to be a live event again. I think some parts of the event will be streamed. Live streamed. But we're going to offer keynotes again, exciting keynotes, also panel discussions. We will be organizing the B2B meetings again by the Enterprise Europe Network. And startups will have the opportunity to pitch again in front of investors and also in front of corporates. And well, we look forward to many registrations, so watch out for news on our website. hth-stereo.com.
Well, thank you so much, Gudrun. Thank you very much, Lars, for being here with us today. It was our pleasure talking to you, and it will be our pleasure to work with you in the future on Health Tech Hub.